Hi, everyone. Welcome to the platform of Truth Be Gold. We have here with us Christian Wade Gilmore, our first guest. I want Christian to scooch over just a little bit um, so that we get him fully in the picture. So, Christian, welcome to this platform. I know you've been hearing about it for a while, right? That I'm going to be starting a podcast but I just decided to just make this a platform initially. If it turns into a podcast, and so be it. I'm so happy to have you on as your mama's first guest. High five. Woo-hoo. Yeah, silly begins. All right, so Christian, tell me about yourself. Tell me about your feeling towards life right now. You're a Gen Zer. How do you feel, truthfully?
It's the best way to explain this. I'm 20, I want to say 20 years old. I'm sorry. 20 years old right now. As you said, I'm part of the Gen Z. I don't really like to classify myself, but what I'm feeling right now about life, I feel like a lot of us are lost as Gen Zers. I want to speak for everybody, but I know 20 years old now, you're just getting into life, you're really realizing, you don't have much time on your hands, you have limited options of, you know, taking your time and going out and having fun, which is important here and there, but, one thing I've been struggling with myself even is basketball. I love the passion of it, I love how much joy it brings me, and something I don't think I'll ever give up, but there's money to be made out there. You need to, if there's anything I'm realizing, it's money is important. Not to take away from a relationship with God and having Him direct your path, but to also understand that with time it comes your understanding of, hey, I gotta move forward. I can't stick on one thing that, yes, it brings me joy, but it won't bring me an income or won't bring me further um, truth to my goals, as you want to
Your
say.
goals. Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that. So you mentioned that your passion is basketball,
Yeah.
and you were initially concentrating on that passion. And correct me if I'm wrong. And then I'm summarizing what you said. So and now you have an understanding that that passion is not going to take you where you need to be in terms of your future,
Exactly.
because the clock is ticking.
I do want to let you guys know I'm not going to stop playing basketball. I'm really too good for that. I'm too good. So.
I like that. I like that.
But I will keep playing.
I like the confidence. But you do understand that there is a future goal that you have to work towards.
Of course.
And so right now you're working almost a full-time job while doing what?
While focusing on real estate myself too, I'm getting back into it. I'm realizing, as I'm your son, your last son,
Yeah.
I have opportunities to build with you, to grow with you outside relationship of mom, son, but as you are my mother, to learn a lot more from you too. So real estate and to be a better student in this classroom, I don't say I'm a bad student at all, but I can say sometimes my focus is diverted by other things. So
Such as?
basketball. Again, as I got cut from the basketball team this year, so
How did you feel about
tough.
that?
I wasn't too happy, I don't think it was because I wasn't good enough, just my thought process, but I did get cut, so I did struggle with that for a second, so I let my thoughts of, man, I wanted to be playing basketball, and it was a driving motivation to be in school, but now I'm finding a different passion, just understanding, and education can't get me further. Not to say for those out there who aren't going to college, you can be perfectly fine without it too, but in the field I am right now, what I'm doing with real estate, I think this can help and build a platform for myself even more, so.
I like that you said that. Now, did your mother force you into getting into real estate?
She did not force me. Well, it depends how you look at it, right? Truth be gold, I would say she pressured. She put a lot of emphasis on it. She showed us how, not only me. I have two older brothers, but I believe she started from the head, went down. She struck gold with me here. Not saying she won't strike gold with anyone else, but she did say that there's a great outcome that can come from it.
Great opportunities.
Opportunities, yeah. And I won't lie to you, I got my license when I was, I want to say, 18 years old.
Yeah.
20 now. I am not afraid to say I didn't do too much with it. But that's because of my own fault. No, no, because of my family or my mom or anything like that. She did try to push me here and there, give me a little nudge, but took me a while. But now I'm listening more. I'm understanding more. I'm growing up. My mindset's different. So.
Yeah, I like that, and I saw that you got your first listing, and I saw how involved you were with it, and that you're willing to learn. You're coming into the office more, and you're getting more motivated to do real estate, right? And your what's your athlete's realtor.
Yeah.
It's right.
Yeah.
And so tell me about why you chose athlete's realtor to be called an athlete's realtor.
Okay, so it's gonna keep coming back to basketball. It's a passion. Basketball is a passion. I've learned that if I can't be playing it at a high level, or if I'm not going to be doing it at a high level, I want to incorporate it in something so I don't have to lose something I love, and I can combine it with something that can make me profitable and in the future well known. So I haven't seen anybody out there, and my mom, I can tell you, she helped me with the idea heavily. I haven't seen anybody out there directly labeled for athletes or reaching out to the community of athletes. And I may not be playing Division I basketball, D2. I'm playing D3. I plan on keep playing next year. But reaching out to athletes, having someone in that field who knows about real estate, but also knows the passion playing basketball and moving a lot, knowing what you're looking for. And I'm realizing that the combination of both goes really well together.
And you have an understanding of what the athletes might need, what they go through, and so therefore you wanted to make sure that they understood that they could come to you to assist them with their housing goals, right?
Yeah.
And so how do you feel about being the youngest of 3 young men? Let's talk about that. Mother to son, honest, open. How do you feel? You're not going to hurt my feelings, and I'm sure you know that by now because we've had some powwows.
We had our powwows.
Yeah, we've had our powwows. How do you feel about that?
I don't know. So I struggled with this a lot. So I've even had conversations with myself. So I journal, just to let you guys know. I think you guys should get into that. Journaling is really good for your mental health and getting feelings out. But having 2 older brothers is a blessing. I love them dearly, seriously speaking. I'm big on family, I'm big on connection, and I've realized over time, me and my brothers have, as anybody else, had their fair share of arguments, fair share of fights, but I've realized there's no one else that would want to be there for me other than my parents, than my brothers. My brothers are number 1 supporters. Got middle brother, I feel like he has a middle child syndrome, and I be trying to help him. I be trying to help him through it, And then my older brother, he's a little more laid back, chill, and it's a balance, differing with two personalities. But as the youngest child, and in the family, at first I thought it was we all have our different opinions on 3 children, middle, oldest, youngest, right? People think the youngest get the most out of everything. I didn't think that for myself. I thought I didn't get, I don't want to say the short end of the stick, but I did fend for myself a little bit more, I thought so. But,
you thought you had to.
I thought I had to.
Yeah.
But I think it was a blessing in disguise, really. I went to school in New York. I learned a lot of street smarts along with, how to act and and I think
how to fend for yourself.
How to fend for myself, really. And I'm not saying my brothers can't do that, but it's just a difference in. I think it also goes back to parenting. As you're growing as a parent, and when you have more children, you grow in knowledge of how to raise your children. And as you always say, not every one of my children are the same.
Yeah.
So I've been realizing, I gotta take more time to realize the parent side, and I think a lot of our Gen Zers or us children of 20 years old, 19, 17, young age, even growing up, you gotta realize your parents have a larger role to play, And I used to hate when people say, "You won't understand. You wouldn't understand."
Oh, you used to hate that.
And I still do. Trust me.
My famous words to you were, "You're young. You're young. And then you used to lose your mind when I said that to you, and I used to be like, "Wait a minute, but it's true. But do you see where it's true that you're growing?"
Oh yeah, definitely. And look, and I still hate it to this day when people say, but my thing is, it's true. But one thing I would suggest for parents, and I'm not a parent myself, but I would suggest explain it to them, hoping that they have an understanding. I promise you, they probably won't come out with a complete understanding. I can promise you that much. They might think they will, but they won't. But if you explain it to them, it makes them feel a little more, trusted or understanding to, okay, there's actually a reason behind what they're telling me.
So when you said, okay, so I have to touch on this, because when you say explain it to them, I don't feel like you allowed me to explain it. I feel like as soon as I said that to you, "Oh, you're young," you just automatically shut down.
Oh yeah, completely.
So how would a parent explain to a young person, that you're still young, so you won't necessarily understand what I'm saying right now, if that young person is like offended right away?
That's a great question. There's a lot of ways, avenues for different kids. For me in our relationship, I think looking back, my best way to do it was to, "Hey Christian, look, there's a lot of things I can say to you right now that I don't think is gonna show you later down the line what you're gonna understand. Like, with time is growth. Like, I'm a big
I like that.
quotes type of guy, right? So, I think I would like to say I'm mature for my age. So like I understand a lot of deeper things. So like even for me, I think it's for kids like me to understand that time is growth.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you're oblivious to what I'm going to tell you now, but you have a deeper understanding later down the line. And it's not even about it's most likely about the approach to it, I think too. I don't think you ever had like a negative or hurtful type of approach when you said it. And I can't say I was younger and my thought process was a little different. So
I think you thought you were so smart, and you are, and you have always been more mature for your age. But I think you thought that you were so smart and that you were there, that my saying that to you kind of like made you feel like you weren't where you were.
I would say
so I had to grasp that understanding, because you are smart for your age, and then just stop saying that to you, so that we can get to the next level of our relationship. And I saw that really worked out. And I also see that now you do have a better understanding of, I'm growing, and then I do now understand that what my parents were saying did make sense. But I love our relationship. I know you do. Crazy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love our relationship, Christian, and I love the fact that, we will go through our tough times, but the understanding is there that you are an extremely respectful young man, and I know that you know how much I love you. And like we talked about, I love each of my children differently, because they're all different. Right? And you understand that for sure. So, yeah. What do you think? What do you think about this channel? You think it's gonna be?
I'm loving this channel.
You like it? All right.
I think.
Tell me what you think.
I think this place, I think more people need to hear about this. Have more. I would encourage you guys out there to have a connection with your parents. Try to build one. There's a lot of kids in a rush to grow up. Don't. And I'm only 20 saying that. Like, I'm not in no rush. I have parents who will love me and provide for me as long as they ever can. Do they want me to have a good future? Of course they want that. But don't be in a rush to grow up.
Do not rush
love your parents,
to grow up.
please.
Thank you. Thank you for saying that, Christian. But I'm going to tell you something else you're going to be a little nervous about. Because on this channel, we're going to talk about everything. Some of the topics that I have is, one of them is, what's your beef? Right? That's going to be like what's your beef? And then the other one is, we're doing this early, but the other one is Gen Zs and entrepreneurs. And then another subject matter topic is Say what? I got him to laugh. He's so cute. And he, say what? That's gonna be like the gossip section. You know what I'm saying? Because people like gossip. They like that juicy
bring in
stuff.
some people to you.
Oh, bring it. And so we're gonna have different segments on this platform. I'm just so glad that you took the time, because I know you're very busy, to start this off with me. You're my first guest, and I appreciate you trusting enough and feeling comfortable enough on this set. And I knew you would be, because we talked about this a long time ago.
Yo, you guys, look. So you don't even understand. And I'm getting into it now. I'm waking up a little bit more.
Go ahead, wake up.
Because like, as I said, I work overnight, so I'm a little tired. But like, it's crazy that she says that, because like, I remember us in a hammock one day outside the house, and it was nighttime actually at this point, and I was like, Mom, you want to start a podcast with me? And I be saying random stuff at home. You can ask anybody. I just start random, right? A little bit, right? But like, I said it, right? And that was about, I want to say 3-4 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, imagine 16-year-old me,
17,
17-year-old me sitting in a hammock, and I was a very.
What were we gonna call it?
We were gonna Mom and Son or something to that effect.
Yeah.
We had jotted down a list of things
Topics
we can talk about, and I'm just happy it's happening now. Like,
yeah. It took a
it
while.
took a while, but it's happening.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I have been nervous about doing this. I know that I can speak to a certain extent, but I've been nervous about doing this because the topic or the title of this channel is Truth Be Gold. And so in order to have this title, we have to keep it real. And real sometimes hurt. Is that correct?
That is very true.
And so because real hurts, I don't want to step on any toes, but still yet, if we're trying to be authentic, right? Then we're going to step on a few toes, be it us as family members. And I want you to keep it real here with me too. You can tell people your mama crazy. They know.
What they say, truth hurts.
Truth hurts, but that's okay. And so we want to have this platform where you can come, your brothers can come, anyone could come, and just have real conversations, hash things out, and then show people how we can mend, right? And grow, because that's what it's all about. And the truth is golden, and that's why the title is Truth Be Gold. All right? So you ready? All right. High five. All right, guys. Thank you for joining us. This is our initial, and it's Black History Month, Christian. So power to the people. Listen, be nice. Be nice to each other. Smile at each other. You know what I'm saying? Work with each other and try your best to be kind and try your best to do your best. All right?
Yes.
All right.